Can't imagine more fitting music to start the end of the year on. Sup, everybody, Nom Noms here. Welcome back to more Zenless Zone Zero. And what a better way to end the year than do what I normally do when the year is ending and be playing a video game I like. I think I still remember, I think it was 2022. I never played a Dark Souls 1 specifically myself, and I believe on 2022 in the middle of that New Year's, well, so at the end of the year and the start of the new one, I did it beating Quelaag. Unfortunately, Zenless Zone Zero doesn't really have a boss like that for me to start on, so the best I can do is, I mean, just keep playing the, you know, game I like the most and seeing what I can do, maxing out scores and stuff, you know, for fun. Of course, trying out, always good opportunity to talk about things in the game, recent changes. I don't believe I didn't feel like I was in position to just start streaming. I think it was partially laziness, unfortunately. Sorry, I'm getting up the stream of the phone. You know, never know. But yeah, there's been updates. The new update. As we end this year, this is my first stream of the 2.5 update. Wow, you are loud. I wonder if that's audible. Just hearing my computer howling. Hopefully that quiets it down. It's having a rough go. Maybe I've been using it too long. That'd be unfortunate. Let's see. Let me try making sure the YouTube Studio stream isn't playing, because that could be a bit much for it, maybe. Anyway, of course, I got her. I unfortunately feel like I've been doing very poorly. I think I want to try editing a video. It'd be for Nom 2, the second channel where I put out some gameplay, and that'll just be my unfortunate just Zhao pulling, which wasn't too much. Because as much as I want to do a YOLO pull, and you know, maybe at the turn of the new year, I'll do one little YOLO pull for Zhao, because that could be really fun. But unfortunately, all I could really afford to do was her Wenjin, and I have that recorded, so hopefully I can edit that up just to maybe something fun and goofy, and then add in some of my first attempts at using Zhao, and which we can do more. But first, we have some buffs. Character buffs are in, and one is pretty cool. The other, you know, cool too, I guess. Still that feeling bad moment of not feeling like Bernice is all that amazing, but you know, it doesn't feel like she got too much of a power increase, Bernice, which is a shame. It feels like, well, I mean, it makes more sense for Grace to have gotten an overall stronger change to her.
I'll show you my real value. Where, officer? I've got.
And the change to, I hope one of the biggest changes to Grace is definitely the ability to utilize her additional ability. And also, she has, my Grace has the 10% extra damage. I don't want to, I think I'd rather get like a part 1 of Soldier 11 just to have that, since it's a really nice one, and then I'll go into maxing Grace. But you know, I have it only because I have opinions on Bernice's upgrades. Very frustrated opinions on Bernice's upgrades. But before that, on Grace, I think gameplay wise, it's, you know, fine. I don't see much value in the grenade spam. I think it's definitely very funny and goofy, but overall, I think Pulse, yeah, it's only from her ultimate, so you only get her blooms and it's for a very short amount of the fight. The next grenade throw, it includes the additional grenade. I see. So yes, Pulse is what gives her an extra grenade. So I believe her normal amount of grenades is still the same, which is fine. It is an extra grenade thrown, right? So her EX special is normally those 2 grenades, and so presumably it gives her a 3rd one, and at M6 probably means a 4th one, which means, and I think it means you don't want to do the hold spam. Yeah, cycle is just hurls a ton of grenades that keeps boosting zap. Oh, okay, yeah, and it's divided, so that's the maximum power of it. And it's only when 8 stacks are consumed, so technically for her M6, I believe that means after you use her ult, I believe that means obstruction removal cycle is even weaker, because you want to have that extra grenade for her EX special, because if you have it for EX special, then it will be doubled alongside the rest of her grenades. I mean, mine isn't max, and then you have the M6 or the M5 modifier times 3 because it spawns an extra grenade, and so you'll increase that by 33%, you know, and for having the extra grenade from Pulse. So, right, wait. Okay, so it is up. For some reason, my brain is saying you only needed to get up to 6 stacks of zap. But yes, max 25 when gaining zap. This is really confusing. It's 25 stacks of zap. I guess it's 24 plus 1, you know, in case of any issues, I guess, or something like that. So it is 3 blooms is what Grace gets from her upgrades every ultimate, which is cool. You know, it's bonus damage. It's all, I believe, balanced around the anomaly's main DPS. Not perfectly balanced, because like it's just like additively higher than Radius. Like it's a plus 100% fire, plus 10 physical, and plus 10 freeze, right? Which isn't really like proportional, I would say. It's not like a proportional increase. It's just literally flat, this much higher. Though, let's see. It, 480, 240. 480, 240. 560. 480. Yeah, so it's only interestingly, it's only plus 40 to electric and plus 80 to corruption. I believe both of those have, you know, well, obviously, shock is every second, I believe, if not every other second. So it has a much lower multiplier for the blooms compared to burn, which is every half a second it ticks. So that's why, you know, burn will always have the much higher cooldown. Technically, corruption also has every half a second, but its gimmick is that it's even stronger because you have to be attacking to apply the corruption proc. And so it's stronger to justify that, which also means it's just a stronger anomaly for disorder as well, which, I mean, so many reasons why ether is just the stronger anomaly element. It just has the stronger disorder. It just deals more damage. And then all the bosses are never resistant to ether. And some are even weak to it, especially anomaly bosses, which is unfortunate for Bernice. And goes into why, I mean, just in general, Vivian is a stronger agent. And these, as far as I can tell, these buffs didn't change that. Unfortunately, my Bernice is still like, is M2, so that's harder to tell. I did get my Grace upgraded, my 3rd agent Mindscaped unlocked from losing 50-50? I think so. I think all my Mindscapes for standard agents have been, you know, aside from the 2 I selected for Coletta, 3 of them were losing the 50-50. One could have been from the standard banner though, which, you know, is different, but, you know, same difference. In the order I've got my standard agents or whatever. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but yeah. I remember checking right after, because it did feel good. Did I do that checking live? I'm pretty sure I did this checking live. that you can really feel how much it reduces the energy or the amount of grace combos you needed to actually do some actions, which seems pretty dang good. Like it's like a full 2 less grace combos just to get her energy to max, and it was like a whole less full grace combo to get Bernice to have enough energy to use her single shot to double shot, which seems pretty big. Theoretically, it should be big, especially for how energy hungry this team is, but it was like less than 1k performance boost to the arena team.
Want a glass of
And it seemed neutral, so unfortunately it is a it helps for the overall feel of the team and consistency, but unfortunately energy isn't a massive DPS increase. It's just a good feels increase and ease of use. I've been updating my discs. I
only handle technical matters.
This is fine. May have noticed actually you haven't noticed yet. I put an attack percent here because it got plus 3 AP, and something about that looked good. Don't know if it is actually. I meant something I do like is that you can actually save your teams. They actually do save now. If you like set one up and back all the way out, they'll still save. So you know, I didn't select my bluff or my Bang Boo, but this team still saved even though I backed out of DA, which is pretty rad. And so that's a nice little quality of life change in the new update. Sorry, I'm so distracted. Getting back to Grace. Yeah, I mean, I guess I did say all I needed to. I don't remember if that shockwave for the EX special upgrade when you consume all the zap is also extra build-up. Let's see. Change direction. If zap reaches max, throws an additional vortex cluster grenade. Oh, interesting. I didn't see that. There it is. Yeah. It's very weak, and it doesn't have any days multiplier. But I guess it... Sorry, I'm late for a pack, but... I suppose it probably deals extra buildup, right? It's dragging enemies in, and it's dealing damage. Probably electric damage. So that's probably just extra buildup on an attack, right? Using special or re-special. Yeah, it sounds like that extra little cluster wave, since it's done by consuming zap, will have that 130% build-up increase. That's pretty big. And so anything extra is just, you know, dealing it's just more build-up, which is pretty big for a character who already had a massive amount of build-up. Cool. I guess I can talk about Bernice. Unironically, that line right there. Let's see. Unleash a Fury. What the heck is this dialogue change? Launches a series of attacks at enemies ahead and sprays flames. Unleash a flurry of attacks on enemies in front while spraying flames. They should probably just make that consistent. I don't see why they have unleash a series or unleash a flurry or versus launches a series. That's weird. But most important change is right underneath the character is invulnerable. After using this, you can press special to immediately go into double shot. Unironically, that is the biggest change of Bernice's entire kit. Quick assist, shortcutting to double shot is just massive on keeping up heat at all times for Bernice. It just feels pretty good. It's not much else to say. Unfortunately, yeah, she barely uses this, dude. Like, I guess it made sense why Grace would be higher, right? Because she can only get it off of her ultimate, and she only gets 3. So, like, what Grace does with her blooms is she does that much times 3, which, looking at it, that basically means, yeah, Grace basically doubles, or well, that's like an extra layer. Because a way to think about a blooms is that after enough of blooms, Bernice doubled the amount of anomalies that were procced. And you can see that in her kit. I can't see it maxed out because no, I can still read it maxed out. No. Oh yeah, it was in the agent menu. Where is she? Right here.
Good day, Lord.
Pursuing the moonlight. Yeah, you can see right here. For every 10 points of anomaly. So just like if she gets up to like her big numbers, like 500, let's say. Like let's say ice for example, because that's about easy to count. Just multiply that by 5, and then 10 for 50%, right? Or 50. Yeah, 50.4%. So at 500 anomaly exactly, or anomaly proficiency, Bernice would make an ice anomaly, or Bernice's blooms would deal 50% of the ice anomalies DPS. You know, and if they are building AP. So if you're doing a nice funny AP and Miyabi build, just 2 blooms and you've basically applied an extra instance of Miyabi's entire anomaly, which is kind of nutty. And so, but because ice or freeze and shatter, well, shatter is the DPS. So because shatter is a lower damage anomaly, it, you know, it has the higher multiplier here, you know, to balance that out. But then, you know, 3/4 of 50, or, you know, literally double it, then it's sort of just half of 75. Yeah, it is. If you had 500, it's let's see, well, it's almost 40%. I'm trying to do the math, but I can just bring up the calculator for myself. All right, 0.75 times 50. It's really working in percentages. That is 37.5%. So at 500 anomaly proficiency, she does 37.5%, and just that means in just 3 blooms, Bernice has done 112% of an afflicted assault, which, you know, matters when someone like Jane increases that assault damage by 50%, you know. But then also Piper can just spam out all the blooms because her EX special counts for 2, and then proccing the assault itself is another instance. So even though her assaults aren't that powerful, she does it so often that, like, literally EX assault proc is an extra instance of assault because of Vivian. So that's one way to consider a blooms.
I would never turn down Lord Phaethon.
And in a way, that was a good way to look at the values, because these are completed values, and so these are like way higher than Vivian's, right? Like you needed 500 AP to get to 50% ice, right? But you know, the big thing is that she only gets 3 of these out from her ultimate, while Vivian does it throughout the fight. And so they're doing their own things, but I guess I don't have Vivian, so I really can't tell. She's not available in Lost Void. I can't tell how much more often she applies her anomaly compared to, you know, Grace. I would assume Grace can apply shock like way faster because like Grace's kid is just applying very quickly, but you know, Vivian is still Vivian. She spams those blooms. Oh, Into the Spider-Verse on Netflix. I think that makes sense. Sorry, I have Netflix as like I have the Netflix loading screen above me because I was watching Naruto, the original show, because that's what I have nostalgia for. I still love that Zabuza moment with the whirlwind of death combo attack Sasuke and Naruto did. That, I mean, I think it's unironically really good. You know, and then they have to explain the entire thing in the very next episode, which is I think also very lame writing. But before that, I think it's sick. Anyway, Naruto aside, yeah. Graces of Blooms are, you know, good, I think, yeah. Because these are values. And I think you can probably look at Vivian's, or no, Bernice's of Blooms as well. These are values Vivian would need to be at about 600 AP to reach, right? And that probably makes sense. But is that even true? Isn't Vivian 8% burn? 8 times, what do we say? Let's see, 500 AP. Ah, 4,000%. That doesn't sound right. I guess the correct answer is 400%, right? That would add up. So yeah, obviously, Bernice's Blooms would be, you know, stronger than Vivian's, but I think Bernice's problem is like she just does this like every so often. It is still about every, even if you get whirling method or mixed flame blade. I always think it's whirring method because of stirring method here. I have no idea where I get the word whirring from, but yes, with mixed flame blend, it procs 2 free afterburns. So even with that, you need 10, which is still 13 seconds. So you need to do it twice, and then you get it down to about 10 seconds. Well, you know, understandably, Vivian gets her blooms off way faster. And they're about as strong. Like, yeah, two of Vivian's blooms are easily stronger than Bernice, and she probably gets... Vivian probably unironically gets 5 off, if not more, in between the time it takes Bernice to get off 1, which is a bit sad to think about. But yeah. Yeah, of course, you know, Bernice has all these other factors, right? She has, I mean, she does have good modifiers, like double shot. That's, I'm sure that's double shot's entire multiplier. But I mean, it's something, you know. Oh, look, this EX special attack still has a 400 times multiplier and 300 days, which is honestly really big. Like, let's see. Okay, wait, no, that's not days. Yeah, that's like the full combo to. Honestly, it's just really big because most other attacks of that speed, like. That's as strong as Bernice's assist follow-up, which is, you know, that's it. No, I'm sorry, it's 300%. I don't know why I read that 400% difference. Still, that's not too far from an assist follow-up, which is, you know, supposed to have high days for being a parry. And it's, compare that to the entire ultimate days modifier. That's very funny. Still, you know, she has like good modifiers on her attacks, and she has this constant ticking it that does deal damage. Fortunately, it's only based off of her own attack stat, which means like her AP doesn't really matter for it. Oh man, you get some damage when you build AP. That's so meaningful. It's not really. It's pretty lame that I really think that afterburn damage buff, it really should have been applied to several of her attacks. I don't think it makes any sense for it not to be. Like, I mean, her new skill, they made it count as a quick assist. Yeah, it's an entry skill, and so therefore it's like, yeah, well, at least this entry tree is considered a quick assist, though. I assume that, you know, it procs things like Astral Voice, which is kind of cool. Bernice just has an automatic way of procking her own Astral Voice. Sorry, adjusting my seat. Oh, sorry, I bumped the microphone. I should mute if I'm gonna be moving my mic. I'm very sorry about that. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna trust I just pressed my buttons correctly, and I muted when I was untangling my microphone cord and getting it nice and safely away from me. But yes, I think it was a big mistake not to add like her other attacks to her little damage bonus she gets from building AP. I think it's super lame that that damage bonus is only to Afterburn, because a lot of her application is going to be from her other attacks like double shot, especially with all the shortcuts to it now, the new shortcuts to double shot. The fact that they want to encourage using mixed flame blend, and how her chain attack and assist follow up just have good burn buildup. I don't think it makes any sense for. It's just the damage boost you get from the 30% damage to Afterburn is super little, because it's only really meaningful for this like this 350% of Bernice's attack. You know, it's almost as strong as, well, no, it's stronger than Lucy's Boars, you know, M6, because, well, for a lot of reasons, including all the multipliers they don't get. But, you know, it's also just a bigger number by 50%. But, you know, aside from that, you know, it can come out less often, which is also funny. You know, also, it's worth considering how I believe you get 2 free procs of it. You get in the upgrade, I guess you don't. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. It says triggers an extra instance of Afterburn that doesn't consume heat, right? And then this here, what did it say? When Afterburn is triggered by basic attack, it counts 2 times. So yeah. Okay, so maybe this is just saying there's 1 instance of Afterburn when you use Mixed Flame Blend, which is, I guess it's worth saying how that gets at this extra 350%, which is 450% for my Bernice, added to, like, I guess the finishing multiplier, which makes it a pretty decent multiplier for crit Bernice, actually, unironically. And then this is just saying how that 1 Afterburn counts for 2 for this countdown, which is, you know, something not big. It would have been nice if it was just 2 Afterburns. Yeah, like you start free Afterburn at the start of the spin, and then 1 for the explosion. That wouldn't have been OP, but because it's, you know, more modifier damage, which is damage boosted by crit stats, which you don't build on Anomaly Bernice. Oh, gosh, yeah. Afterburn is pretty cool. I mean, my Afterburn is buffed because M1 increases its buildup, right? So that means a larger portion of the burn damage will be based off of this and its increased damage. But it's so lame that she just didn't get it added to her other skills, since they're pretty meaningful. If they should have just made it a general damage buff, or at least added it to things like her ultimate, her EX special, and mixed flame blend, since you want to encourage those, or at least make it say all assist attacks, so it applies to her own, you know, the build of her own new entry skill thing. I don't know. You know, I'm just, you know, very complaining about that, because man, do I hate this. Let's go see the other agents who I don't have, and they're, if I can, and I am able to. We already saw all the changes. Like, it's a very massive amount of like gameplay changes to Ellen. But then here she gets, you know, at 10 stacks, so 16% crit damage. That's not bad, and 3.3 ice ignore if you get max stacks. Okay, that's pretty big. What's it maxed out? Oh, it's just 48% crit damage and 10% ice res ignore. That's pretty big, because, you know, less so for ice agents. Ice agents specifically have a lot of res ignore from, you know, non-limited mindscapes, but still, it's a rarer stat buff or debuff to multiply your DPS, and they do that on top of 48% damage. That's just a free extra main stat crit slot in your discs, like on top of, you know, all of her meaningful attacks getting 100% crit damage. You know, it'd be 100% if I had her. But it, you know, is that not saying it's just says expanding conditions, but you know, right above below that 50%. Yeah, they just needed to add a text like that. You know, but like, yeah, she gets 48% crit damage and 10% Resignor. This is her buff for all aftershock agents. It starts at 25%, it goes to 50%. So now she's like buffing aftershock, you know, and that's on top of her, like, is it in her core? Yeah, 30%. You know, okay, I don't get to look at them. That's a shame. But yeah, 30% of her crit damage applies to all aftershocks. So 30% of her crit damage and just 50% aftershock damage boost to all aftershocks. That's almost almost a lighter, just because of how much crit damage Ambi can, you know, get and give to allies. That's almost as much buffing as lighter is. You know, do an attack type. That's pretty strong. Also, we're nearing 50 minutes left, and the last 50 minutes of the year for me. Very cool. I think that'd be silly to do. I should mute the TV if I go to YouTube and look for it. I wonder if that can be heard. I think the audio. There we go. Sorry, I was standing up to, you know, press. Let me just make sure my. Yep, I have it all set up. I'm just gonna. Is there like a local countdown? I muted the TV, so I'll just have it for me. And so I can look up and reference it. Streamed. I think that's... They're not an hour ahead of me, are they? No, that's 2024. What do you mean 2024? What do you mean you have a stream for 2024? That's the local location. I mean, I guess this one's in my state. Oh, come on. Are you in my time zone? It doesn't look like it. Why did that say Sydney? Alright. Okay. Anyway, all that to say, yeah, look at these two limited agents. 25% damage to, like, the main archetype she buffs. So, like, her allies too. And then Ellen gets 48% crit damage and 10% ice res ignore. That's, like, just think about that. That's, she has a lot of crit damage, so, you know, it makes sense that they added ice res ignore for, like, a further multiplier. And then Bernice. Yeah, I mean, what do you mean? She gets, if you look at this, it literally says she gets, you know, up to 25.1. Okay, yeah, up to 25 anomaly mastery and 20% damage, dude. That's massive. And she even reduces the cooldown of her afterburn by 0.15 seconds. Whoa, dude. Alright. I'm just gonna type in my state. Oh, hey, New Year's Eve 2026 canceled. That accurate? The thing about watching a live stream is, you know, being an amount of time behind. I'll be looking at my phone when it gets down to it. Yeah. Sure. It's 25 AM and 20% damage. If you build ER, and it's above that, you can only max with an ER6 and an ER 2-piece disc set. It's kind of lame. Because for reference, my Bernice, you can see it in my stat line right here. When I scroll down to AM, I'm at plus 35 because I'm using an AM slot. So by building ER and using a 2-piece, you get 10 less AM than just using disc 6. Okay, but there's the damage, dude, the damage! It's the most multiplied stat, but the damage! A lot of people have this countdown on, and it's a very, very plain looking countdown. I mean, the damage is probably nice. It's probably why they didn't buff her freaking, like, core. Gosh. Why didn't they buff that? Because I think that's... I mean, it doesn't put her over the edge or anything, but it's like... And it's not like a real quality of life. It's just a numbers up buff, but it, you know, it'd feel better because it's... And otherwise a damage boost that she's really not accessing is she's actually accessing it for a portion of her kit, but it's 30% damage that only applies to like maybe half of her burns, if even. You know, if you don't just play her as like an off-field character that you don't need to care about, then yeah, her afterburns are, you can like swap Bernice in quite often to, you know, for other attacks to be part of her burn buildup. So yeah, it's kind of lame. I think the lamest part, it feels easy to say the lamest part is just the fact that when would she get buffed again? Because like if like her current buffs don't like do much to her, because something they said is that they want Bernice to go back to being an option, which I mean, was she really so bad that she couldn't be an option? I got him too, so I can't say. And I mean, I play the game a lot, so like, I had him win and I was pretty struggling on like Ringer when he first arrived, and then I get better at the game, get better discs, and then, you know, he gets his HP up, so he's, you know, even harder to kill, but it's yeah, so I can see it being like harder and harder to use for like lower end players, and I'm lucky I got good pen discs, and which is partly why I wanted M2. I wanted a pen stacking agent, to help out. But I don't know, man. I want to check something. Hey. Okay, never mind then. Alright. But I don't know. It just feels lame that you have to build a different stat to have even less of like your build-up stat. And for reference, that's an 11% increase in her build-up speed. Right? Yeah, because it's from 1.5, so it's like 15 from 150. It's a 10% decrease. Okay, so it is about a 10% increase, right? Which is about, the same increase, but albeit it has to be more, especially if you use Element Weakness with, the average ice buffers. But, 10% res ignore and a 10% increase in her afterburn speed, that's about the same, right? And so what you're left is 48% crit damage versus 25 AM and 20% damage. That sounds balanced until you realize you have to sacrifice your kit. Like, imagine if this just said Bernice gets 20% damage and 25 AM. That'd be pretty dang strong. And probably a bit overtuned. AM is very valuable, and But I mean, they said the problem was apparently Bernice had problems with her buildup, which I never felt. I personally just never felt like Bernice had a bad buildup, unless I was fighting the 20%, buildup resistance on the fiend who is fire resist for some reason, which is still feels like an insane decision. And like ether weak and fire resistant, like it was obviously to sell a Vivian rerun, which she eventually reran, and she probably was very popular. Yeah, I think this was like a terrible buff, dude. It's so lame because you don't get any value from like doing this unless you build ER on Bernice and anyway, and that was just the wrong thing to do. Like, yeah, it feels better for like the average player, but it's just weaker. Like ER and Bernice is just objectively weaker than getting an objective stat boost because 2-piece effects, Freedom Blues plus 30 AP. If your build isn't great and you only have 300 AP, this is a 10% DPS increase. Faith and Melody, 8% AM. I'm pretty sure it's based off for base AM, so it's less than an 8% increase in her build-up. But, it helps counter the Anomaly nerf. And just 10% damage, and, she's an Anomaly agent, so her damage she gets isn't too much, right? That's what kind of makes it valuable to be getting damage when building energy now, right? Or you can get Pen, something that can stack up with things like Fusion Compiler, which is pretty solid on her if you actually keep it up. It beats out her own W engine easily if you can keep up, at least all 3 stacks, admittedly. But, aside from that, like, it's just a great ball of stats. And then if you get a dupe, yeah, it's easily better than her own signature. Let alone like any more dupes than like 3 or more duped, and like this is a kind of an insane W engine. As long as you keep track of it. But yeah. Aside from that, you basically lose out on these options because you need to use an ER2 piece to get value. It's not an objective increase. It's not like getting 40% damage on or crit damage on Ellen or Soldier 11. It's not even like getting Grace's upgrade, which is just 30% damage, which, again, this is the only damage in her kit. It's why damage is pretty good on Anomaly agents, because they normally don't get any. So like damage when like she has Anomaly damage, which is different, a separate multiplier from normal damage. And I mean, that's it for Grace's own kit. I mean, it's a bit lower for me because I use Chaos Jabs, I guess. But like, that's it. That's the only damage I have on Grace. 35% damage. That makes this pretty good, right? Bernice already has some damage, but like I said, it's for the afterburner only. So yeah, damage is pretty good, but it's only 20%, and it's part of sacrificing your build-up speed. You have to sacrifice AM or even attack percent. First, if you I guess use that instead. You have to sacrifice DPS in order to build energy, and so this isn't an objective increase. What all this does is balance energy to using AM's level. And imagine if you got M2. Like if you aren't using Arena, which makes you grossly overstack percent pen, and if you like get close with your 5 pen stats, you can go over. But aside from that, like Puffer is like always best because you can stack pen. You're like my Bernice is at 76% pen because of this build, and pen gets better the more you have.
Let's fire it.
That's pretty dang good.
Got a new ghost story to share?
Yeah, also I might as well test my new builds. Gosh. It feels weird. It feels a bit frustrating what Bernice ended up getting as her objective numbers buff compared to everyone else. Like, it feels like Ellen unironically got a stronger buff than Bernice, and all Ellen got was a numbers buff increase.
Want a glass of nitro fuel?
No, I guess I can't say feels. I can only say, like, looks, but, like, I'm looking with my own eyes, dude. It feels lame. But yes, it deserves an earnest attempt in a showcase because they were both buffed, which is fair. So objectively, this team is stronger, even though I am upset with Bernice's overall buffs and the very real, just lower power she got compared to everyone else, and it feels like by a very noticeable margin. At least, I think Piper's moved with Jane to being the weakest on average anomaly agent because I feel pretty confident that Race's buffs pushed her to being on par with them. So let's at least see it then. Oh, I don't know why it went that way. Oh, that was lame. I saw what happened there. Oh, also. Oh, I thought... Yeah, she's probably about to die.
Come on, don't be nervous.
I don't know why I didn't waver.
Hey, the flames follow my flow.
Oh, I think I double procced burn.
Last power test. Now's my chance. Hey.
I think I'm gonna proc it here. I'm out of energy, so I think this is the moment when I... After boom proc. And okay, I could not approach, dude. I couldn't even dodge out of that. Yeah, and I feel like I definitely screwed up. You know. Yeah, he already had burn, so I think I want to... Okay. Yeah, his shock is definitely not high. Oh, dang. Yeah, this was way lower than usual. I definitely screwed up my overall rotations. Still over 30,000, which is about 5,000 more than, you know, my temps. But, you know, I got 32,000 earlier. I'm not sure what exactly I did different, but I just think I had, well, knowing me, no, with how I played, just luckier on my, like, disorders. I mean, I mean, I'm trying for disorder, so I guess I was just better at it. These are different builds. Technically, these builds, they both have higher attack, so they take better advantage of Graceful Mastery, giving more attack now. They're probably not better, though. I definitely screwed up quite often. I didn't properly keep Compiler up all the time for Bernice, which is meaningful, especially with this current build I'm using. Alright, yeah, there's still at least 40 AP and Graceful Mastery, you know, on top of the build-up rate, so, like, the build-up in this team is really high. You know, it's even higher because I'm using AM on Bernice instead of Energy. It is insane. I think it's absolutely insane to me to buff a specific like build, a stat on a character to make it as good as building something else instead of just buffing the character and, you know, as a whole. I think it's super lame. Yeah. Was he shocked, or did he finally get? Is your AM high enough to? No. Nice. Maybe I gotta figure that. Man, Graceful Mastery is kind of insane. I think Graceful Mastery makes Grace look way stronger than she is.
Ready?
Okay, well, at least it was a physical anomaly. Oh, my bad. It doesn't matter. And quick assist goes into yeah.
Don't get scared now.
Well, I guess I'm stopping him from doing whatever he wanted to.
Wanna be taken apart?
Mighty creator, please refine me!
Ooh, I don't think this double shocks. Shock has a cooldown, right?
Creator, give me a blessing!
Oh, my bad. Gosh dang it, freaking Yuzaha. I couldn't get my EX off sooner because Okay, he is a shock anomaly.
Now's my chance!
Commence demolition!
I guess I'm doing this for the blooms. I don't think that, I forget when a compiler procs.
Don't be nervous!
Yeah, dang, 30,000 again, okay. That's almost about the same score, right? But I think it felt better, so I think, yeah, unfortunately, I think just attack percent is... The attack just has to be worse, right? I mean... I think this is a lot of attack. Like, this, I think it's an absurd amount of attack, because... just a good reminder, Bringer stage, 8% combat attack, 3 stacks, right? Oh, my bad. 6 times. That's 3 times 8 is 24, so that's 48% attack. This is 30%, so that's 78% attack. And now I have good reason to not be using that. That's actually kind of insane to think about. I should check. But yeah,
Going! There's
Officer 140.
I'm here. Wanna see?
and for another thing, that's 38% attack. Right? That's what, wait, sorry, 38? Yeah, 48 plus 30, so 78 plus 15 here. So that's 78, right? Yeah, so that's 93% attack on Bernice. Which, I mean, technically that should mean this higher attack stat matters, right? But there, it has to have some, at some point it's, oh no. I think all that should mean the higher attack stat is better. And they're still getting AP from somewhere. I just need to be better at balancing it, because this is still, I think I can keep 2 stacks evenly, but it's still like 31 to, alright, I at least keep 1 stack, but, you know, 31 to 93 AP, you know, on top of the plus 40. And, you know, similar for Grace. And this is at least 377, right? So, you know, at least she always has the disorder buff, which, I mean, doesn't really matter. I'm definitely keeping this up 100% of the time. I definitely got 32 before earlier.
Matters.
I guess I want to give it one last go. Because I definitely remember getting 32. Anything else different? I mean, I have one...
I've got a new ghost.
Officer 1.
I mean...
Let's fire it up!
I can do this. This is funny. And I let my Bernice have more attack. Okay, almost as much attack as my Grace. Now her AP is pretty dang low, but that attack stat is really high.
Want a glass of
And that's funny.
drinking? Let's fire it up!
Alright. I think that's such a minor difference. And it has to assume Grace is, despite the buffs, still doing more damage than... well... Grace is doing less damage than Bernice, despite the buffs. Oh, I screwed that. Oh, dang it! I did that again. Oh, well, you know what? I'm just happy he was actually in the ultimate. That looked like it shouldn't have been hitting it. Oh, come on.
Come on! Don't be nervous!
Yeah. I think something that's very frustrating is that you can just end up canceling.
Creator! You're blessing!
Yeah. Interesting. This is a choice. Let's see if I'm content with it. Okay, well, I at least proc shock here. Right. I don't think this is correct, by the way.
That's all you got! Mighty creator, please refine me!
Okay. Okay, well, this is gonna be an interesting choice. I'm so stupid. I double-clicked the assist button. Gosh dang it, man. I didn't mean to swap early to Bernice. That's so frustrating. And then I do the ultimate for the blooms.
Phasing out.
I wonder what he was trying to do.
Let's go! Let's power test. I'll spark the flame of battle. This party is just getting started. Don't get scared now.
I didn't check the timer at all. Okay, well, at least I got that disorder. Ah, yeah. I kept screwing up in the end there too, and I got over 31,000. I got hit and stuff. Dang, that was almost the 32k. Cool. All right, well, that's funny. That's funny that it happened right after I did my build change, which technically, I guess it matters because, well, one, Bernice is probably still doing more DPS than. I'm quite confident though. Bernice is doing more DPS in this team. There's a chance I should be. So there's a chance it would be better for overall build up to put Grace. I think I only applied burn on burn the one time because my Grace is using Time Weaver. Her build up is further increased on top of like the Graceful Mastery, which applies to both of them. So and like Grace has that massive 130% build up boost. Excuse me, 130%. But then this is another 30%, which probably makes it 160%, which isn't amazing. But then she's also AM in the core stat, so she has 196. So they're her build up is pretty dang high. Anyway, all right, I think that's enough of them.
I'll show you my real value this time.
Tentatively, I think Piper is pretty even with Grace, because earlier I got a 28k, which is 2k up from my original Grace Piper team, which was 26k. So you should definitely retry that. But I think despite I think it is a massive increase for Grace. Just I think overall DPS seems like it's huge for her. That's her build, right? Yeah. According to Internet, attack percent is useless on Zhao, so these discs are actually terrible. Well, alright, well, this one's actually still perfect. Actually, no, I think it was still a low rating because the, crit stats are secondary on Zhao. The only thing that matters is HP and HP only, meaning all these discs suck. Except this one. This one's, really good. But, Just because my Zhao actually deals DPS doesn't mean that she's bad. I think I had a whole discussion on my Zhao's DPS, and it was entirely null and voided.
Rep
Yeah,
2493. Your service.
my current high score with the current DA buff is 41,000 with Evelyn, with Dylan Astra. So, you know. This current attempting will be to see how much further I can go. Compared to Astra, I am about 100 less attack and 6% less combat attack because my Astra uses Kaboom Cannon, but she's only 3100 something, so my Astra is only giving about 3100 attack, or no, 1100 attack instead of the full 1200, and so it's 100 plus 6% at combat attack. But then for the damage buff, I think my Zhao is only giving like 25%, which is only a bit more than Astra. But then I don't believe she's keeping up Astra voice too well at all. She can. I think it was a lot easier to keep up Astra voice than I thought. Just the ability to, I mean, just Sig also being about, let's see, what did I say? I think I equipped Orpheus engine and put her at like 1.9, so this Sig is like it's not half, but a little over half as good as an A rank energy engine. Her EX special is pretty expensive though. I wonder if her little whole basic thing is good energy buildup and like off-field energy buildup, despite, you know, not playing as her. It still accumulates energy, and by being in an active attack, that'd be cool. But yeah, overall my crit stats are, I think, much better than average. Even though I'm like 8,000. No, I'm like 6,000 less HP than the average Zhao, but like seeing what the people who said apparently Zhao only deals like 1% of the team's DPS, but apparently those Zhaos had like 27,000 HP, 2,000 attack, 30 crit rate, and 80% crit damage. Anyway, with this HP, 2100 HP, let me check for certain quickly, because it seems last 14 minutes of the year. Let's see, it's 1.4, right, times 2115. Okay, I think that's times 0.001. Yeah, so this is still a plus 29%, plus 29.4. So this is an 89% crit rate Zhao. If I had more HP, it'd be even more. But I mean, look at this disc. It's HP plus 2 and plus, and then plus 3 in the crit stats. So you know, I'm fine with that. This is a perfect DPS disc. Imagine if it was HP. The one time you'd want HP there over an offensive stat. It is a new offensive stat. And then this one, you know, it hits flat attack, percent attack. Which, I mean, all that really matters for is all the other attacks. Because her hold basic is purely HP scaling. But then her EX special has that multiplier. Her ultimate has that multiplier. And even that chain attack is decent. So, you know. I think even with my lower HP, my Zhao is just like way stronger for her hold basic compared to most. It's an 89% crit rate, closer to 90%, and 160. No, 180%. Wow, that's actually a really good crit ratio, and honestly, not a bad attack stat overall. And so, like it in a normal build, like it's HP here. Like anything else would be better. Let me see what, you know, normal looking crit I guess this is the best I have. Don't I have another one that's very similar looking? Yeah, but it's defense, which is funny. Gosh. Oh gosh, I can't move my controller around because my PC setup, I think the Bluetooth is not great. I also keep pressing the wrong button. I don't back out fast enough. Like, imagine if I could just build this hack. More ice damage. I think I actually have a good ice damage. I felt like yeah, okay, not good. Good would be strong. Oh no, because I was looking for a good ice damage, I think. I'm just, that's for later. Because she's already an attack buffer, so you don't need, you know, a damage. And this build is pretty low damage, I think. Gosh, okay, the last 11 minutes. I don't want to spend the last 11 minutes, you know, looking at discs, man. Come on. Were any of these ice damage? Oh, were any of these good ice damage? No. So I might not have very many ice DBS. Also, yeah, because of my lower crit, my lower HP stat means lower crit stats. Alright, yeah. Are all these correct discs? I believe so. I could go back to my ER, but I like the slightly faster stunning dial-in.
I'll protect you. It's my duty to protect the asset.
Oh yeah, I'm also super broke, so I don't have Berk Blick. I need the daily reset to get my Berk Blick. Yeah. Yeah, and Xiao doesn't get that big old defense ignore for her basic attack. Yeah. Let's see real quickly. First off, the best running animation in the entire game. Eventually. Okay, come on, last 10 minutes of the year, man. Also, her glowing hair looks much nicer in the darker area. Alright. I don't want to swap to her while... I don't want to swap to Xiao while the enemy is out, because I think that would automatically start.
So unprofessional.
I think I screwed up. I don't think I got Dylan's full buff.
Is a strong offense.
I'm gonna do this one because it's way funnier to be using DPS with the Zhao.
Initiating level 1 safety mode. Your journey.
Oh, did I not get the whole basic out? I didn't. Yeah, I didn't think I did. I was waiting on an animation. Oh, why'd I do that? That was actually very lucky timing. I could have gone to... Oh well, I guess it's fine. I'm waiting on the... There it is. Oh, come on. Where's my hold basic, dude?
Hello? This is the end for you!
Okay, well, I got a quick assist off right before this.
Nothing slips through my
Does she do like our big punch thing? No, okay. Oh, punch thing, I meant like her big hold basic.
You have no means of escape. The best defense.
Okay, that was a bit annoying. I think I couldn't swap to Zhao.
A complaint? Too late for that.
I wasn't paying attention to the score. Was this any good?
Your journey.
I don't think it's any good because I'm using Zhao's chain and it's very long,
The
man.
enemy looks kinda tough.
Like I'm not utilizing the instant
Initiating
swap,
level 1 safety.
which is pretty dang useful. All right, this is a big mistake. This is such a long animation.
Nothing slips through my defense. The best defense is a strong.
Yeah, I'm not stunning again. Okay, I did it again. I always do that. I cancel a chain attack. Okay, and I almost got that last punch out. Alright, so that could have been 35,000, but I canceled the chain. Okay, it was exactly 35,000. That's hilarious. Alright, let's do it again, because I definitely got 37 before. And, like, that's 35,000, which is only 6k less than Astra, with Astra's best partner. And I think I'm trolling by using Zhao, because I don't get as many chains off as I could, because Zhao's animation is just long. And because I go to Zhao in that sort of way, using her chain attack in between Eve's ultimate, you know, I think it just costs something. I just love how fast you can swap on Zhao. And I don't even think I'm good at utilizing it well. Oh, dang. I messed up again. Okay, I was holding basic that whole time.
Is a strong
So.
offense. Initiating level 1 safety net. Nothing
Oh, I keep not
slips
doing
through
that.
my defense.
Ah, that sucks. Ah, dang. Oh, that's fine.
Neutralize the threat.
Yeah. I think I almost think of Zhao like in okay. Also, I feel like I'm getting like way less damage now than normal. I'm not sure what's happening. Okay. I think of Zhao like an easier version of Rina, because you can literally just swap to her. Because you actually have to put in inputs to get Rina's buff off. You just swap to Zhao. Okay.
Your journey.
I think I need to start dashing out of Dylan's
Hey,
assist follow-up, because it's very long. I do that again. I'm way too impatient for the quick assist. Oh, come on, Zhao. Were you sucking that animation?
it's the real deal.
Womp, womp, womp.
Let's go. Hello, this is
Alright.
for you.
Alright, let's just at least... Oh. Okay,
Nothing
everything's fine.
slips through my defense.
Feels like it's going better than last time.
Initiating.
Oh, I don't have that full bar. One. Okay, like this is a very low change.
Your journey.
Alright, well, at least I get the ultimate off from the big guy.
Final one.
Oh!
The best defense.
Oh! I was too slow.
Is a strong arm.
I was almost at 37 again. I wasn't paying attention, I think. Well, I guess if I was on dialing a bit longer, I could have gotten that one last ult off. Oh well. Oh hey. I looked up just in time. That video I'm looking at is probably behind. I gotta look at my phone and see what's the second. Alright, is there any, like, second? What time is it right now? Oh, I'm hearing fireworks. Where's an actual clock? Is it, I'm gonna go to New Year's looking for a clock, man. Oh hey, here's a clock. Oh no. Okay. Oh, I just see it's 7:59. Yeah, I'm setting my phone down. Alright, that was nice music. I should have ended. I should have ended end of the year. Listen to that music. Ah, well. Good for you, man. I'm still in the. Oh, hey, Happy New Year. I was still in the past. Now I'm in the future, man. It's 2026, guys. Oh dang, that was. I was wondering what that like ringing sound was. Someone's making like some sort of noise. Sounds like a sort of wind chime. They're ringing something. Oh, that's all fun. What was my high score? I love that my high score on this rotation. My high score is Oboe Squad on Bringer, you know, Evelyn on the Thrall, and Inferno Metal Idahari on Wandering Hunter. And that's my only proof that I almost 33k'd with that, because I kept trying for that. But then I just could never get hit 32k again, let alone that almost 33k with Inferno Metal and Idahari. Yeah. Funny that I also couldn't get this back to the 30k. That it's funny how I get higher scores on my first ever tries with some teams and then never reach it again. Which I mean, I can retry this one a couple more times, but yeah. You know, anyway. I think Zhao was fun, at least with Evelyn, which is interesting. Though, you definitely run out of chains without Astra ultimates in stuns. So I feel like I can feel that. Dang. My sibling has a little overhang over the window for like the sunlight. So I guess if there's any fireworks in the direction outside the window, I wouldn't be able to see them anyway. Oh well. Oh, that's funny. The YouTube video I brought up on the TV. As soon as the timer went down, I guess the guy just had to bring on text for the screen. So I just see him like slowly editing the text, like literally just doing like what text do I have in the OBS right now? What's this one say? Oh yeah, like he's literally all right. The timer counted down. Now he's just moving text on the screen like this. I just think that's very funny for some video that has like 2,000 views for the apparently 10,000 views for a New Year's countdown. Alright, well, I guess enough of that. I'll go back to Naruto later. I was thinking about that, how the start of, I think, well, 2025, so last year now. The start of the year, I started it with Dorohedoro, and I actually quite like that anime, despite, you know, the sort of jankiness of the 3D style. And then I also ended this year with it because I rewatched it again for like the start of December. But I guess my real ending to the year was Naruto, because yeah, It's just fun. I was talking about it earlier. I really like the Zabuza like initial encounter, and like Naruto and Sasuke's plan. I think the dialogue is terrible. The next, immediate next episode where they just have to explain the entire thing. I don't think that part was great, but it was just like I think the actual fight with Naruto and Sasuke planning with like the little body swap with the windmill of death, technique. I think that was actually genuinely good and just, so rad. Funnily enough, I still don't have a desire to watch Shippuden. I've seen a good amount of Shippuden, and I've seen the ending of Shippuden because my siblings went all the way through it. So I've watched Naruto Shippuden the same way I've watched My Little Pony. Someone was watching it, and I'm stuck in the living room. But yeah, I'm definitely nostalgic for like the Naruto that was on Cartoon Network. So yeah. Also, I'm always thinking about. I think it's like unironically ever since the Ijuan versus Miyabi like trailer, like the middle part of that fight just had the music go in a way that just kept reminding me of that one Naruto song, and which made me look up its name, Bad Situation. And to me that song is just so good and very iconic in the mind. The yeah. What to try next? Unfortunately, I think Evelyn is my only good like DPS. These two are. I should try Obel. I tried Seed last time around, and I don't want to try that one.
What kind of fun job have you got to do this time?
I think Trigger should. I think Dylan should normally outperform Trigger. Outside of this boss, like I think my Trigger would normally be better than Dylan because I don't have Sig. There's that much little difference in like DPS, but then on Thrall, yeah, I think it's still no contest. Yeah, that's gonna still all the numbers stacking. Yeah, that looks fine. Let's see how this goes. I should try Zhao after this. I don't know how. Oh right, that's the problem with Zhao and Obel Squad. Yeah, because so many DPS are support or why am my brain turning off? Support or stunner, and Orphe, despite being a supportive DPS, is also support stunner. So Zhao doesn't activate her, which I don't know. I got her signature just for that defense shred stacking. But yeah, so I haven't really tried this team. The big problem for this team with me is, gosh, the same problem I always have with stuns. Seed's animations are just so long, but it is nice to finally have like a stun duration buffer. Let's see. Oh no, not much else to do. Okay, I got hit. Ow, I got hit again. Okay. Okay. I need to, okay, I think this was bad. I think I canceled the stun here to go into... Oh, my bad. I think this is fine. Okay, maybe it's not fine. I didn't hold EX long enough to have it all. Alright, I was wondering where that guy was gonna come from. I appreciate Orphe. Okay, thank goodness I got the guy. Alright, well, hopefully all these parries still help. It is a shame I didn't get Orphe's ultimate in the first stun. Alright, I'm enjoying my flashing screen and brain off pressing the same two buttons over and over again. I don't think I should be doing it like this. I think I'm about to get no chain attacks. I think my animations are too long.
Pay close attention to what I'm saying.
Oh, I didn't realize that was gonna happen.
The verdict is unforgivable. Turn around. Smash them. Intercept.
Keep distance. Sustain fire.
Look, pretty fireworks.
Oh, I think I... Oh, dang it! Oh, my bad, I wasn't holding. I guess I should be using as many Orphe ults as I can, because she's not resisted. Oh, ow, ow, dude. Let me dodge, man. What are you doing, man? I'm trying to play the video game here. Let me get my 30,000. I didn't get my 30,000, did I? Come on, 40% fire resist. Or electric resistance, come on. No. I don't care about it that much. But, you know, funny. Yeah. It's funny that Seed can, you know, still work on this massive electric resistance, but, you know, I guess that makes sense when you put 25% electric shred in your, you know, kit. Also 10% res shred here, so that's pretty cool. I saw Santa get like I think it was 56k with M0 Shengguang and M0 Zhao on Bringer, which alright makes more sense with. I think this debuff is kind of insane, you know, but also it gives res shred. Shengguang has res shred in her W engine, and Bringer isn't from the age where every boss was 40% res shred, so he's only 20%, and he's kind of, you know, kind with a debuff that actually anyone can use, and it doesn't go away. It only goes away if the team really sucks at killing the hand. Yeah. I was thinking, do I want to? I haven't tried. Well, now I'm curious.
I am the.
How much better is this team?
Hey dear, what kind of fun job have you got me?
Want to see the red scarf?
And now that Bernice is buffed, alright, well, you can get rid of all these. Yeah, back to his regularly scheduled builds, which includes this one, and everything Trigger has for that matter. Alright. The unfortunate thing about this build is that I can keep this. I don't think my Infernal Metal is actually all that good, but this team, I think, is only funny if you use the Infernal Metal. All right, let's see which one's the good ones. I really hate all the changes. Wait, also, yeah, that's obviously the good one. It's +3. I really hate all the changes they made to like this. Like, what is this setup, man? I miss when it was just like the levels, highest levels at top with like release order. And that was simple and easy to remember. Alright, well, this one. Let's see. I think I have to use a crit damage one actually, because this was a lot of sheer stats. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. I need 72, right? Yeah, she doesn't get any more crit rate from other places. This is my attempt to get a good HP disc. And, you know, I'm using lighter, so she has an insane amount of damage now. Alright, and so I didn't get an HP here, so I guess I'm using an HP. Well, that's not amazing, but, you know, I think the most used discs are at top, so that's what I'm stuck with. Oh, that was, I think, a bit better, right? Was this a bit better, though? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I forgot. I got the same disc twice. It's defense percent plus 1, HP percent plus 1, crit rate plus 2, and crit damage. Both of them. They literally mirror. I don't understand. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely annoying if you were familiar with what your actual discs are. I think that's incorrect. Yeah, let's just use this one. I love pen plus 1 on my Idhari. Is that really my only HP? Man, my disc sucks so bad. That's my best one. Did I really not have an HP to Infernal Metal? I did. I don't think that counts. It shouldn't, at least. Gosh. It also just doesn't keep this, because I definitely said level before. Because I don't need it sorted by rarity, right? If the discs aren't level 15, why would I use them? Okay, I realize I probably used like it's Infernal Metal though. Why would I have used? The question is, why would I have used Woodpecker? The answer is probably because the discs were just better. So were they though? And that pen is really doing some heavy lifting. Actually, yeah, the discs are just better. It's a lot of crit damage actually, because I'm using lighter, so that's plus 60, and then it's plus 90 because she gives herself plus 30 more. Alright, I think that's it though. Alright, well, Polkra can go back to her... Polkra can go back to holding her girlfriend's discs, because, gosh dang, do I not use her for anything else? It feels bad. I don't even... No, I do hate Polkra's gameplay, but I can't have fun with Polkra's gameplay. Where's the... Where... Gosh dang it. I hate this. Also, did it go back to... Okay. And because the discs aren't ones Polkra would use, so all the chaotic jazz that I want to put on her aren't there. Alright. And let's see. Alright, and she can share with her best friend Coletta, who I definitely used at some point. Oh, not this year. I can't say this year. Yeah. I think she's fine. I like the general idea. It's the same thing I like about Zhao, even. Just being able to defensive or, well, perfect assistant to someone and just immediately jump back. It's just the little things that I dislike about her, like the swapping back to her. It just ruins her debuff entirely, and you have to reapply it. I don't think that's great, and the double assist point. Honestly, those two fixes would make her fine. I still just wished she had an on-field moveset so I could actually, you know, play as her. I'm still hurt by that. Oh yeah, right. They're sharing discs, so it makes sense for the overall just to be worse. But let me try. Oh wait, actually she gets to keep this one, I think. She actually ends up using that one unironically. Because it's +2 attack and +1 AP, but also +2 crit damage. So you just end up using that when you've already hit the cap. Gosh, I do have a good attack percent here, yeah. So maybe I don't use this because it's hard to not use a +3 crit damage. It has crit rate on it too, but I mean this is fine still. What's my crit rate? Oh, I'm 10% below where I want to be, and that's why I have the +3. I noticed they have this one down here, these two down here, because they have the lowest amount of yellow stats. That's kind of funny. Also, that put me exactly where I want to be. That's 100% crit rate for her. All right, less than 100% for her. Sad. But, you know.
Want to see the Let's go? Time for another win.
Well, what matters is I have Rocket Boo on my team with Hidari. And, alright, everyone gets 20% damage and 10% Red Shred, or Graceful Mastery gives everyone some decibels, or Hidari gets Red Shred and Sheer, but the other two get fire damage. I'll try that one, it's funny. You know, it's funny. Thank you, Banyue, for giving me a sheer buff that buffs Bernice as well. Alright, let's see if this does anything meaningful. I didn't do my premature. I don't know what I'm doing. I know that's incorrect. Alright, thank you for letting me correct my mistake.
Come on.
Yeah, I think what I do is the normal rotation.
Let me help you chill out.
I think
Amidst the ice.
I think alright, it's a 400% modifier.
Ready for a
Also, I completely forgot about this thing right here. At least I got it at the end. I got unironically a decent chunk of Bernice's power as a crit DPS. Oh. I was wondering why I wasn't doing my double shot as Bernice.
I pledge my honor.
Alright, can you do something? Thank you. Alright, yeah, that's fine. Right, that was something I wanted to make sure I do. Hold basic is now a lot stronger on Bernice now. Because it auto-procs it. Okay, I won't say a lot stronger, but it's stronger now because it procs an afterburn. And so, at M1... At M1, it's just a 450% modifier increase to Bernice's hold basic, which is funny to think about. Alright, anyway, I've definitely lost... Oh, thank you. I was about to say, I definitely lost the... I lost the anomaly or rupture buff, but he was kind enough to give me the big attack that quickly gives you 3 stacks of it.
Let me help you chill out. The next
Alright, also, I think despite Bernice's buffs, I'm scoring lower. Okay. I guess I'll bring you back in with the defensive assist later. Also, I feel like that's a new Bernice line, because I don't think I ever heard her say this party split. Alright.
How about I smash it?
Okay, well. Well, I tried. Despite Bernice's buffs, I was not able to do a better score. Oops. I have no idea what... Oh. Dang it, man. Bernice's buffs are garbage, dude. Score's worse than original Bernice. Gosh. Truly tragic. Yeah. I'm happy I got her. Bernice. I mean, I assumed Bernice would be a long-lasting anomaly. Just by the nature of her kit. Which I guess that's the only reason why she's the only limited anomaly I had got. Let's see. Miss Jane, Miss Yanagi, Miss Miyabi, Miss Vivian, Miss Alice. Until this... Okay, I don't want to say until this month, because I can... There's a good chance I just ran out of pulls. Maybe I've used too much of my affordable anomaly. So I got pulled. Happy holiday. Also, how's the dog? I guess I should check on the dog. There were fireworks. He's fine, dude. He's a dog. And I turned off my phone, despite that being my means of seeing anyone talking. Yeah. I'm happy to... I think it was a good choice for me, at least, to get M2 Bernice. I could have gotten 2 other agents, but instead I have one anomaly agent that I don't need to use again. Or don't need to get anyone else. Yeah. It was funny that until 2.2, the 4 limited DPS I pulled were GUN and 3 Bernice. I still like to think about how those were my 4 DPS. Because, you know, Airings and standard agents were just good enough, and they still are. But, you know, it's nice to finally have more options. And yeah, I'm glad I finally got Evelyn, because I do think she's really fun. I still can't believe I skipped Evelyn just to get Polka. I'm content with that choice, but I can't believe I did it. Let me try again with the Graceful Mastery. Let's see if that extra decibels feel meaningful. Plus, the attack buff is still useful on everyone. And, technically, 4% damage on Bernice's Afterburn. Alright. I think I'm cool with doing one EX special because I... Oh, that was funny. That attack lingered so long I could... Oh, dang, I was supposed to end with the dodge counter. That attack lingered so long I could offensive assist with lighter and still have enough time to dodge counter within... Okay, maybe I didn't have enough adrenaline on Edhari. Alright. Alright. This is the tech. I use Lighter's instant ultimate to get him right into... Okay. Wow. Weirdly enough. I use his ultimate to shorten an animation slightly. Alright, can you do an action, please?
How about
All
I
right.
smash it?
And I have all my buffs up.
Chapter begins.
When Bernice gets her little thing, a bloom.
Let me help you chill out. Now, little cuties.
Am I actually doing more damage? It feels like maybe.
I'm unstoppable!
Boom. Boom. Oh, hey, another bloom. That was good timing then.
How about
Alright,
I
I'm fine
smash
with
it?
that. That was pretty fast. I didn't even build my resources.
Let me help you chill out.
I think I got ultimate, right? I probably, did I have enough time for another stun? I might have had enough time for another stun. It's very tight, though. Ooh, what a bloom. Oh, I didn't get my shortcut. Alright, can you please do an attack with a parry, man?
I put my
Okay, I don't think I needed to use the ult. I saw the...
How about I smash it?
Okay, well, alright. That's even worse. That score was decently worse. And I was doing all my cool stuff by using Bernice ultimate, then quick assisting, and then swapping into lighter. Oh, wow. I got the nice round numbers. I wonder how I did that. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, exactly 27,000. I like that. Unfortunately, it's just a lower score, so it doesn't save it all. But, you know, now I can remember it. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, it's weird. I'm scoring much worse, but I guess this is within my range. I was doing like 27,000 to 31,000 when I was trying to like record it. But unfortunate. It almost feels like the case. But now I want to try the truly enlightened team of
I'm here. Where are we?
Huh? I've got your back.
Look,
Rupture.
Let's start the.
Actually, it's not Rupture.
You know, let's Yahoo! Wanna go
Oh
see
yeah,
it?
I don't think I'd want to try True Rupture.
Want to see the red scar?
Bernice, but alright. Now that Idari's out of the picture, I can actually get her slightly better discs. Not too much better, but definitely better. But yeah, not too much better. What happened here? Oh, that's what happened here. Wait, this isn't what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. That wasn't what I was looking for either. It's this one. Yeah, slightly better. Alright, well, this could be funny. Alright, not quite Rupture because she's not using swing. Why am I thinking the word swing? No. Compiler. So she doesn't reach 100% pen, I believe. Alright, well, obviously not that one. Honestly, it doesn't matter which pen disc she takes. Alright, yeah, so this is 52 plus 38. Which is 80? No. 30 plus 50 is 80. So 90. This is 90% pen, right? That's kind of insane. But yeah, I think that adds up. Alright, well, that's probably Rupture. She needs like 150 flat pen for it to be Rupture, so it isn't Rupture. Oh, that's a lot of pen. Alright, and then she can go stealing again. I might as well take them all from I'll just say take a bit from everyone. Yeah, take this one from Astra. She doesn't even need to take it from Astra specifically, but take it from Astra. Alright, this could be funny.
Sure. Let's go play.
Of course, this guy. Alright. Orphe 0.8? No, 0.3. The beta Orphe. The pre-rupture crit DPS. Oh, I have no idea what it's doing.
Okay. You cannot stop me.
Come on.
I think I full combo.
I found you.
Feeling fired up?
I'll start to play the battle. Hey, let's have some fun.
And so I do this, just do a bit of punching with
Dance,
Uh,
dance.
lighter.
Let's not disappoint our customers.
And because of the changes, I should be doing this. Alright, and then I can cancel the attack so he goes into his other mode sooner. Yeah, I can, oh, come on, dude.
You cannot stop me.
Alright, can you just let Lighter get this punch in? Alright, get Rena up. Oh, I guess I'm not doing Lighter.
Ready for a fiery feast?
Alright, it's already getting to 20k. Yeah, I don't see why I'm not being careful. Oh wow, I actually have the entry skill.
Make way for the undefeated champion!
Unfortunately, Bernice just doesn't have.
Don't be afraid.
Oh, why'd I do that?
It won't
I
hurt.
think I'd prefer to have that for Sun. Oh gosh dang it.
Get
I found you.
Yeah, I think I want Lighter to see if I can get enough energy. Oh, it looks like I can get enough energy for this.
This party
For the ultimate.
is getting started.
Yeah, over 23,000 already, that's pretty good. And then she has an entry skill so she can just get in automatically. Alright. I'm glad it auto did that. The one time I'm glad it magnetized my poles. Well, my input. Because it, I definitely inputted swapping into Rena, but you know, it gave it to me. Oh, I didn't see the time. Was that any good? I felt like I screwed up quite a bit. Almost 30k. Very funny. Almost better than this team with Infernal Metal Itari. Oh, yo! Rena's meta! Crit Rena Rena for a crit DPS that isn't Yi Guang, who's OP everywhere already. I did see Apple's video, as always, but you know that they actually utilized Rena quite well with Yi Guang. That is pretty cool because finally finally a DPS who wants to be in doing stuff for so long that Nicole's low cooldown is actually too low because Yi Guang just she doesn't look like she has great quick swaps from when I was trying to test her out with Seed in Lost Void, which is unfortunate. But yeah, Rena Potential could be pretty crazy. Something I'm hoping for is like
I'll show you my where? Huh? Yeah.
just a little thing is like
Let's have made Rita
after learning
at your
like
service.
Drusilla and Anastella their count for like Kaboom the Cannon. I hope they get like maybe like passive attacks, if only to help her be more consistent with her own signature W engine. It's kind of crazy that Yuzuha is the best user of it, but you know, which is like part of her fun is that her low cooldowns, you know, you have to play around her low cooldowns for strong buffs, which I mean, alright, they're okay buffs. They're stronger when you're OP everywhere else. I mean, you know, I still think it's really fun trying to keep up arena stuff. I mean, you know, I still think it'd be nice if they did little attack animations, as long as those attacks didn't like interrupt or mess anything up with Rena's existing stuff. But yeah, I think it'd be really cool if like they double down with like her additional ability here and just maybe added anomaly and that like added like a duration boost whenever you apply an anomaly over shock, just to give her that just a bit of edge with being like a disorder buffer for all disorders. You know, something a bit more distinct from Yuzuha means of anomaly buffing. But aside from that, you know, I don't have too much I can think of for Rena, but I do think she's good. So it'll be funny when all the members of my favorite team in the game are buffed and then it's still not as good as Yuzuha. That'll be so sad, but you know, it'll be fun to try.
One.
I should try it now, because I only did like normal Yuzuha checking. Alright, so the Britney spill changed again, but at least I know where it is now.
Let's fire it up. You want a glass of nitro fuel?
No.
Let's
Is the
Alright, is this the order? Oh, and she's all the way up here now.
No. Let's start the experiment.
I didn't get a great score when I tried it earlier, but you know, I think the big problem is that I have to like change up slightly, but not too much, because I use compiler. So this is 48, and so I do want pen, right? But it forces me to use a pen disk from here, which I think is that one, or they trade. Who wants to attack more? I think it is Bernice. Let's see. I think it's still funny that I use attack percent now. And then this disc is just pretty good. I have new perfect discs, which kind of sucks because part of what made my discs here pretty powerful is that I just had, for some reason, very good Freedom Blues. But part of my strong Freedom Blues is this really nice attack percent one. I don't think it's great here since I want pen ratio. I want pen ratio with this build, but I think, all right, let me count it up. It's 68 plus 38. Wait, I think that's too much. Right, that's a bit too much pen. Only a bit. It's a puffer too much. So it means I want actually like an attack here, which would be this one, or I can finally use that one. And she can keep that +3. I get this, keep this one, and then I can take what Pulchra was holding for me. Thank you, Pulchra. Oh, 369 AP. That's a nice round number. 3,246 attack with Fusion Compiler attack boost and all the other combat attack boosts in this fight.
Let's fire it up.
Not using Kaboom for reasons, because now her attack stat is massive. I need to check mid-fight, pause mid-fight, just to see if it really is as big as I think it is.
Made at your disposal.
Alright, but yeah, this team is a bit rough because Yuzuha's build-up boost is pretty nice. But let's see if it's still fun, and if I can do much better than what I did earlier. I'm already screwing up, man. Alright. Yeah, he is shocked.
Commence demolition!
Ooh, blooms. Alright, oh, yeah, I parried into that so I didn't get my, her bloom off. Oh, nice. Alright. Sealed stats. Alright, so, Grace has 2,000 plus attack here. Oh, interesting. Bernice has less. I wonder if there's like a... Oh. Wait. Yeah, okay, I'm reading that right. I wonder if there's like an active character thing going on. I'll have to check again when I'm, Bernice. No, okay, interesting. Alright, but she has compiler, right? Yeah, she still has compiler. I didn't swap him for some reason. Yeah, interesting. What combat attack is she getting? Because it should be... Let's read that stage buff clearly. Let's see. Agents, when they're suffering from anomaly, it's 15 seconds of agents, yeah, and their attacks. So that should be everyone. And that's 6 stacks of attack, and that's 6 stacks on her, 6 stacks on her. Interesting. I wonder what's the discrepancy, considering Bernice has the higher attack stat.
You cannot stop me. Every effort counts!
Maybe I should have been doing the normal rotation. Alright, well, at least that... rotation still, did something. Sorry. Yeah, I need to compiler, so I have to remember to swap into Bernice often. Alright, that was probably a bad move.
Damn.
Okay, but it's fine because I had Reno ult, so I had energy. Ooh, and then I can Grace ult for another disorder while getting her blooms. Do these proc shock? Oh, that's interesting. That's weird. It was like they actually genuinely didn't proc shock. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, it's done. I was wondering why he staggered like that. Is that enough? No. Okay, at least I got the EX off for another compiler stack. Oh, I slightly slowed myself down.
Don't be afraid.
afraid.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna cancel whatever he's trying to do right now. Oh! Dang. That was right at the end. I just got ultimate. That would have been, oh, almost like 2 more disorders. Ah. Is that around the same score I got last time? I think I did get 24,000, which it was a bit bad. Unfortunately, yeah, a large part of Grace's buff is, unironically, that she gets her additional ability with Yuzaha and another anomaly agent. 36 anomaly damage is a lot. And so it makes sense that the Rena team is not as well off because you know, they already had access to Grace's, you know, large big old buff. It is funny that this is the most mindscapes I have on, oh, actually, wait, I forget Coletta, which is a terrible thing to do considering my thumbnail, which could possibly be right here. You know, I probably shouldn't forget her. Speaking of which, you know, that sounds worth doing. It isn't, but it sounds worth doing. The idea that just popped into my mind that makes complete sense to me. Which order should it be? I'll figure that out later. It should be you first, at least. Let me think. Okay, she needs an attacker, anomaly, or support. Do I have a support I really like?
148 Juyuan, ready.
Yeah, I do, I think. So I should go this, 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 yeah. Yeah, that's good. And she has this. Alright, Rena, stop stealing. It's not a nice thing to do. Yeah, that's good. Alright, and now what? What to do? Because this isn't dial-in, so I can't just use Puffer. I mean, I can. This is Thrall, so I really shouldn't be using Inferno Metal, but I can. No, I actually can't use the Astral, because I have Astral Zhao, so of course I'm using my best on her. Yeah, she can borrow this, at least. And she can, yeah, borrow this as well. Stop. I hate that, doing that. Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess Woodpecker? Oh, this is a lot of attack buffing. I don't think Woodpecker is a great idea. Her, I think she doesn't have the freeze, though, to go Branch and Blade Song, so I don't think that's a good idea. And Zhao's already on Astral Voice. So I think I just go my best in everything. I definitely go my best Puffer. Which is... Why do you have that one? And no one has the best one. Which also means this best one is free. Because +5 on a right side disc is still insane to me. Don't know how I managed that. Let's see. ER. No, give me my good attack percents. It's right there, isn't it? It's on the wrong discs. My really good ones. Which... Okay, attack. Yeah. So I guess, oh no, but I do have a good, this one. Oh, but I should be using pen. In which case, where are my good pen? The answer is I don't really have any good pen. They're on Infernal Metal, that makes sense. What are my stats? That makes sense. That looks about right. Yeah, but this is attack percent, and this is a high attack team, so attack... This really needs to be fire damage or pen. How much damage it is in this team? a lot. I know it's a lot. But unlike the Nicole Astra team, there's also a lot of attack, so I can't just go attack %. This is... Oh, that's a pretty decent one. No attack, though, on it. It's okay as well. It's more like an anomaly disc. So I should probably go a pen one. It was a good disc though. I guess I do go attack here as well. There's no better stat here than attack. Oh. That's a shame. Yeah, my woodpecker here aren't amazing. But I think it's better than my woodpeckers in other slots, and this getting replaced with something else. 94. Okay, okay. Alright, so this is plus 30 here, plus 25 here. Still 170? 180-ish, almost? Almost 180, so, but I think it's 178. Oh no. It's 55. Yeah, so it's 130, 180? Something. Yeah, 180. 183% crit damage. Yeah, sure. Great build. And no one can say otherwise. With that, I was 10, right? Yeah.
Hey, don't look down on me.
And then, of course, safety. Because safety first. Man, it sucks to be a... Gosh, and it's mixed, so you won't have Graceful Mastery up at all, really. Alright, this is 40% damage, which is nice. This is 20% damage and 10% res shred. On a boss without... Yeah. On a boss without, fire res. So that should be better. Oh gosh, these VA buffs suck, but... This idea is funny. Hey, first game of Coletta this year. Entry hit. No, he's immune. Okay, I think I got this done.
Eat hammer.
Yeah. I think ending with her is, gets the, no, it doesn't.
Don't
I thought
you miss me faster.
you got it way faster.
My song is with you. Please be gone. I won't let you down. Watch closely. This is the real deal.
It's funny how long he was spent. Alright, why would I be out? I'm not out though. What did Zhao do to not let me hit or swap? I probably can't spam this because of the miasma phase. Thank you for getting me one fairy. How courteous of you.
My turn now?
Yeah, I probably, yeah. Open Sun.
Burn it all.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, she didn't proc the stun first. And then open with
Resonance! Please be gone! The enemy looks kinda tough. Don't get in my way! Come on, try harder!
Oh, come on. Why does he back up, man? Zhao, why are you so charging your sword, man? Get over here, I need you. No, this is gonna take forever, man. Oh, I wasn't checking the time. Uh-oh. That wasn't even close. Dang it! I missed that last stun, dude. Ah! That's actually a really annoying thing about... That's actually a really annoying thing about Zhao. Just her lockout animation just can be really rough because you just can't swap her at all. That's kind of lame. I couldn't get any defensive assists off for that, like, one last stun. Would that have been a good stun? Probably not. Takes too long to kill the thrall. This is 70,000 though, which is funny. Which, you know, only leaves like one more question. Yeah. Alright, one last little fun run before, you know, it's 1 in the morning. Oh, actually, speaking of 1 in the morning. Dailies! Yo! Dailies! All these dailies! Oh, I didn't do all these dailies. But dailies! You know what's also a daily? Yo! Alright. Alright. Okay, I shouldn't swap between these two too fast. That's actually very flashing. What if, theoretically, I do one 10 pool to be the first 10 pool of the year? I guess that makes sense. Alright, well, all I'm doing right now is saying maybe I don't get Alice by pulling on banners that don't, you know, build up towards Alice. Anyway, on the bright side, if I do get Alice, I breathe a massive sigh of relief. Because, I mean, that's guaranteed on that banner whenever it gets here. Hopefully there are enough pulls, but I'm 30 from, you know, this one. So since Alice won't touch this banner, if one of the idols, hopefully Nangong, is a center for any anomaly, specifically, because I think that'd be really cool if, you know, I don't get Jane anytime soon. At least I'll have an option to do the unique sort of stun anomaly comp with Alice. That'd be really cool. Anyway, before I go, the one final dream to meme them all. Yeah, it's still that one.
I'm here. We're
I'll asset can
Hush, got an
Officer 1. I am the
I shall follow.
Need something? My services are expensive.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's here. That's fine. That's crit rate, and those are kind of good stats, man. Aren't another one of these good stats? Looks like good stats. Yeah, okay.
Nothing to fear. Good choice.
The wheelchair returns. Okay, this will probably still have the same issues as Coletta, but now it's an actual buffer. Yeah, and oh gosh dang it.
Necessary for victory. Get away from me.
Are you kidding me? Oh, I didn't get the stun, dude. He didn't even do enough parry roll attacks, dude. That's actually so lame. What do you mean? I know it's way easier to stun even with a Coletta without impact, but he didn't even do an attack like it's. He didn't even do all those parries that I needed him to do. All right, I don't think I can mess around with trying to. I don't think I can mess. Okay. Alright, please, just give me an attack that I can do anything with. Gosh, that's actually so lame.
Let me give you a
Gosh.
treat.
It's so lame that you're just locked out of parries from
My turn now?
Zhao.
Do my best.
It makes it so hard to like use an actual double support comps on this specific boss or any boss that like spams parries. Like I still can't swap to her, dude. Like what's happening? Why are you doing that? What's happening? What is happening, dude? I'm trying to do my parry. I did like 3 parries in that.
I won't let you down. This won't hurt much. My soul
Gosh.
is with you.
Was I like stuck in like whole basics on Zhao? Because that's so confusing.
Bye-bye, suckers. Boom!
Oh, come on. Don't leave me stuck not doing anything at Zhao. I did like some whole basics. I probably needed to save that. Any parries, dude. Any parries at all. Yeah, I guess not. Okay, thank you, man. Alright, am I not at half yet? Really? Why did it take so long? What? I'm gonna... Dude, I don't like... that's actually really frustrating. Alright, funny pose. But, like... I really don't like the lockout. Oh gosh, I don't see why you can't like swap to her early and it would just end the charge, because like you can just hold the charge anyway, so I don't see why you're like locked out from it. That's really annoying. Yeah, I think it specifically makes her like really annoying with Astra, you know, on everyone, but Yisheng Wang. Alright though, that's it. Alright, that was very goofy. A new DA tomorrow. I need to do a story. I've seen who the boss is. Unfortunately, people aren't good at not going to the boss on Hakushin and just looking at them. But yeah. Next time on ZZZ, I'll do the story. But, you know, in the meantime, yeah, I'm happy with the batch. I can't wait to try out co-op and see if they actually make it fun. And hopefully something you can use any variations on eventually, and permanent mainstay of ZZZ. I guess I should have done Shiyu, but I've done Shiyu already. I don't really want to do it again. I just don't like those fights. But yeah, I'd probably grind out a slightly high score maybe. I'd probably only redo Chester. I don't really like those Shiyu fights. They're not fun to me. It's like Shiyu, but you know, still not great. You know, just by the fights before, dude. I'd rather take mini DA than some of those mob fights. Anyway, I think that's it. Wonderful 2025 behind us. Hopefully a promising 2026 ahead. Thanks anyone who watched or watching. Have a great, wonderful year ahead. Bye-bye.